on the air tonight. We are monitoring Hurricane Erin's slow crawl up the Atlantic coast. You are looking at live video from both Ocean City and North Carolina, where the surf and coastal flooding remains the big concern tonight. Welcome into the news at 5, everyone. I'm Rick Ritter.
And I'm Nikki Zizaza. Although the First Alert weather team says she won't make a direct landfall, Erin is still going to have an impact on Maryland.
And we are live with First Alert team coverage at 5 o'clock tonight. We're going to check in with meteorologist Cutter Martin live in Ocean City for us.
But first, let's go to Chief Meteorologist Derek Beasley tracking Erin right now. Derek.
Well, guys, it looks like the storm continues to make its way northward. It's a big storm. We're talking about tropical storm force winds that go out over 500 miles, at least across, 250 miles, at least over that from the center. Now, what we're seeing right now is some cloud cover, but notice that we've had some peaks of sunshine. That's because the outer edges of the storm is approaching our area. There's sinking air on the periphery of the storm, and that's allowing those clouds to kind of erode and get some sunshine. But you can see there at the very bottom of your screen, the eye, it's cloud-filled, but it's starting to show up on satellite a little bit more. The rain that you see here is not associated with Erin per se, but again, the latest advisory on it, winds right now at 110 miles an hour, still expected to track well offshore, but we're still going to be looking at the potential for at least tropical storm force wind gusts at the coast through the day tomorrow. Now, the biggest threats, I think, is going to be from high surf, rip currents, and also coastal flooding, where we could see inundation up to about 3 feet in some of those really flood-prone areas. Tropical storm warning remains in effect here just offshore, out 20 nautical miles from the Delaware to the Maryland beaches down to the Virginia eastern shore. And also we're looking at high surf advisory in effect here for much of the Delaware as well as Maryland coastline here. So again, we're looking at the potential there for significant surf as well as rip currents at the beaches. And again, those tropical storm force wind gusts at the beaches as well. But as far as inland impacts, not expecting a lot here. We'll see a few clouds tomorrow, chance for showers. It'll be a little breezy, but nothing more than that. It looks like overall things are going to be just fine here, but at the coast, it'll be a little different story. Let's send it out to meteorologist Cutter Martin, who's been in Ocean City throughout the day. Cutter, looks like things are really starting to get active down there with that swell really starting to increase.
Yeah, Derek, keyword there starting. I mean, this is just the initial wave run up. Occasionally, we're getting a really good, spike of the water up and over the boardwalk. Occasionally, that has made it into the sand. One of the better waves there, you see then the jetty across the inlet. And again, we're only about 200 yards or so away from Ocean City's fishing pier. Jet skiers up against the rocks. They were fishing and occasionally getting precariously close to the rocks. So some folks, a little dicey out here. Also want to let you know there was an update to the restrictions at the beach today. Surfers allowed in the water. That all changes tomorrow morning. Everyone out of the water. And we're going to at least double, if not triple, these wave heights. And we spoke with people that are excited about the setup tomorrow.
It is amazing. I'm dying to see it. I just can't wait till tomorrow because I want to see where these waves come at over this boardwalk.
And we spoke with Ocean City Emergency Management, and they said the wave run up and the high tide in combination will likely flood a part of this parking lot that so many of you all at home have probably parked in a time or two adjacent to the fishing pier. Also, we have spoken with residents who have taken photos. I've tweeted those out, put them on social media. Beach erosion occurring at 133rd, about a half mile or so up the beach from me. So waves already having an impact. And guys, it is going to get a lot worse as the winds increase tomorrow. For now, reporting live in Ocean City, Cutter Martin for WJZ. Guys.
And Cutter showing plenty of dramatic images already. Cutter, thank you. Let's go to North Carolina now. Tonight, mandatory evacuation orders in place for parts of the Outer Banks due to the projected storm surge. The powerful winds, even a few hundred miles offshore where Erin is expected to stay, could be devastating.
Well, you run from the water, and that's what our problem is going to be, is that the waves are going to be huge that come in. They're going to create a lot of overwash, may damage the roads, and so those things cause the problems. They cause the flooding, and it doesn't matter whether it hits us or doesn't. If you get that volume of water, it's a problem.
Beaches from South Florida to New York are closed because of the potential for rip currents. And stay with WJZ and the First Alert weather team for the latest on Hurricane Erin. For instant updates on that forecast, you can download the CBS News app by scanning the QR code on your screen.